Hey, it's episode 58 of the Was podcast. How's everybody doing today?
We're good.
Oh, holy shit! 58, eh?
No, my cleanest, intro, a little stuttery, but that's kind of what I do sometimes.
Good. We've had worse.
I'm just happy we got the number right this time. It's been like 2 weeks.
I've abandoned the season 2, episode 4B, blah. Yeah. I executive decision that shit. We're just gonna go by the numbers because Justin can't remember.
I don't know if you've noticed, but that's what I haven't been posting seasons at all. In the I still post numbers. The only place I put seasons is so Apple Podcasts can divide the years up.
Do they want you to do that? Is that like a requirement, or do they ask you to do that?
No, I could just put season 1 episode fucking 6 million and
okay.
It'd just be a cluttery, disorganized mess in there,
right.
though.
Yeah. Well,
fucking scrolling forever, So
sure, yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, that's the only reason why.
Cool. Who's here today?
I'm here at Eric _83, reporting for duty.
Nice.
And I believe I conched all of you. I'm at Tin Can Blues. I conched you, all of you, on Twitter. I might have forgot to tag you, but I mean,
you conched me. What?
I conched you guys on Twitter.
Is this
like I do every week?
What?
Tag? Is he talking about tagging?
No, I conched you guys.
Like you hit me with
check your Twitter.
Like you hit me with a seashell. What are you talking about?
I guess in some way.
Is this like those electric sheep? Oh, that
I conched you on Twitter.
Oh, the God.
Okay.
I conched you on Twitter.
All right, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah. And look at that. It fucking worked because we're all here.
We're here.
It fucking worked.
No,
Imagine if I didn't do that. What would happen?
We'd be lost.
We'd be lost if you.
We'd be in random Zoom. There would be in other people's Zooms.
Yeah, you wouldn't just be able to select J from the drop-down menu and.
I wish Zoom had that. I wish Zoom had like a browse and there was just like open meetings going on. You could just like kind of like.
That would be
like the equivalent of poking your head in and be like, "What's going on here, guys?"
I bet when they first like introduced Zoom, they did have kind of like a general public meeting kind of place, but then they realized that was a terrible idea, so they were like, "No, we probably can't do that."
I mean, you probably get a ton of trolls, but like,
oh yeah,
I think I'd probably suggest that like at one point we put our podcast on public and just see what happens.
Yeah,
just roll with the flow.
I'd be into that. Yeah, just have listeners.
I would 100% be tempted to like hop into somebody's Zoom and just like, I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
Or you just go in and
then you hear like a page of the newspaper turn.
Generic dad noises.
On the negative side of that, people do hack like Zoom meetings and like interrupt. Like apparently it's happened a lot with like college like graduation exams and like doctor exams, like for people trying to be doctors.
There's a lot of like the court cases are like you're watching like someone's life go down like on YouTube.
Oh my God.
I've
seen so many where like the defendants at like this fucking house, and they're like, there was one where Buddy's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm about to lose you guys. Like I can't find my charger anywhere." And then it's cut off. Like his battery died. And I'm like, what?
I'm sorry, I can't find you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. There's just like it. On one hand, you're like, wow, I really feel like dirty for watching like somebody's life go down or like some shit go down on just someone's private court case, that normally wouldn't be public. But then you're like, you kind of fucking, murdered somebody or something. So, whatever.
Well, court cases are open. I mean, you can go to a courthouse and chill out for a day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like it is open. I mean, it is a public record, right? Like,
you just go there, bring some popcorn. Starts crunch. I don't know. Just never.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Yeah. Or just yell objection at random times. I think you get away with it once, they throw you out.
Probably.
Rest your case. Rest your case.
Or you're just shoving your face with popcorn. You're like, oh, you fucking did it. Fucking
guilty.
I would wait for like the prosecution objects, and I'm like, boo.
I think I'd have like a ghetto blaster there with like some suspenseful music or like some dramatic music, and when they're like, we the jury, I'm like, click, and it's like dun, 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 dun.
You wouldn't just have the soundtrack from like Law and Order SVU.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh my god.
These are the cases. Sex crimes.
Oh man.
Every time the judge says anything, you just like dun dun
dun dun.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, maybe we should have a Wheels Blues party at a court case when all this COVID thing's all over.
Sold.
We could. I mean, you could go in there, and I'm sure if you distance, we could just all be like situated.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody's got to bring the boom box. Then I don't have one.
Yeah. Do they make boom boxes anymore?
Surely.
Yeah, maybe.
Surely, but they're probably like you plug your iPhone into it or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like,
it's got the dock. It has the dock on.
Yeah, it has the dock, but it's also got the plug from like 7 iPhones ago. So when you get it, you're like, "Fuck, this isn't any good." No wonder it was $29.95.
It's that technology. It's ever changing, ever evolving.
All right, I think it's time for the Eric Daniels Conspiracy Hour. I think there's just something going on that fucking mountain that you're seeing, and it's like, you know what I mean?
What it is?
Yeah, maybe it's just some kind of.
You saw it, man.
Actually, yeah, I did. I mistook it for a star in the sky tram, and then you just gave me like the not so smart assy remark, like stars can't be in front of mountains.
So that was.
I remember that. It was a drug deal.
I don't know, man. That's some No Country for Old Men shit.
Hey man.
So we'll bring in Katie.
Yeah, let's bring in Katie, and she could tell us her side of the.
Sorry, Katie.
Whistler's Mountain conspiracy.
All the nice people out there, what you saw? What did you see?
Okay, so when I first pointed it out, it was like right on the tram lines. I'm like, okay, there's a tram there, but then it like just went across and then up.
It's no, like seriously, like because I'm like Katie, like, and you know what? It was weird because it was like almost to the hour of like when it happened the last time.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something going on. I'm like, Katie, come look, like the lights are back. And I'm like, but this time it was more like that bottom light was more online with the actual tram line. So I was like, oh, I guess that's weird how there's actually a tram stuck. And it's like, oh no, wait, it's moving again.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, all I see is 2 lights, Daniels, you crazy bastard. And then I go in the house again, and you text it again. It's moving. I go outside. I'm like, oh shit, it is moving. I'm standing there watching it move to the left, and I'm like, there's got to be a perfectly reasonable explanation.
But like, what would the reason be? Like,
it's a vehicle. There's a vehicle up there.
It's a
literally like a complete.
It's sheer, like it's a sheer.
You're right. It is pretty steep,
and it's covered in snow. Like,
I'm open for it to be a vehicle, but
like what?
Just going like at that time of night, because it was like just about 10 o'clock. at that time, like they're doing maintenance at 10 o'clock at night. Like,
I don't know. Maybe they're like laying the
what vehicle
groundwork for
show me
some
the
shit.
vehicle? Like it's not
Yeah.
like a snowcat.
It's not a snowcat.
No, there's no fucking way, dude. It's that. Come on, you see how steep that is.
I'm assuming that. Well, you have to like.
You would be like this. Like this is what you would look like. Like if
Yeah,
you were driving.
But I mean, those things have winches on them.
Yeah,
They're
but
meant to be winched in sometimes. And
if you like were to go closer to that mountain, would it look as steep? Is it just that steep because of where you are, like how far away you're looking at? Like, I feel like there's lots of little divots and details and like bumps and stuff that you're probably not seeing because you're 14 miles away. So
Have
of
you
course,
never been up there? Have you just never been up there?
Yeah, no, I've been up to Martin before or Whistler before, sure. Yeah, but
I've never been up there, so I can't really tell you. I would never fucking go up there.
You've never been up to the top, the tippy
No,
top.
God, no.
Well, it's a mountain. It's a mountain, and they're not
Pod night out.
They're not like friggin' pyramids. They're not all smooth. It's a
no. They're not like pyramids, but it's like you got to figure how much snow is on there, and also like where they're going up. They're going in like it's going up where that exposed rock is. So again, I'm for it to be a vehicle, but you show me this fucking unicorn of a vehicle that's like.
You know what? I think you need to put this. You already put this on the Facebook, right? And nobody had any answers or anything.
No,
somebody's got to know what's going on.
No.
Somebody's got to know.
Katie messaged Fawn the first time. Did you get anything back from Fawn? No. So, unless Fawn's in on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Fawn's part of the clandestine drug deal.
What's going on at Whistler's Mountain with it's like 3 people with a flashlight just huddle around up there.
Yeah, just they're just doing
like that's and like I said, that's a lot of work for telling some hair on.
It's a lot of you gotta socially distance now. You gotta be safe.
So what do you Katie? So what do you think is going on up there?
I have no clue. I look at Whistler Mountain every night now to see what's happening again. What the fuck is going on?
So it's only happened twice.
Well, yeah, Eric saw it the first time, and I was kind of like, okay, I didn't see it, so it's kind of it's perspective. Then when he showed me, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks now, and it was a Wednesday the first time. It had to have been it would have had to have been Wednesday because that's I think I'll go back and look when I posted that original picture because I'm pretty sure I posted that the next day, and that would have been maybe it was Tuesday. But I mean it's definitely been like a week, it's been a week in between at the same time. So early next week I will be. I'll be watching.
So are you expecting a scheduled light show on Tuesday, like a clandestine drug deal at 4:00 in the morning?
I would say yes, I am. I mean, if it's been 2 weeks, why wouldn't they come back?
That's fair. That's fair.
Right. And I mean, it's so weird. And again, I'm willing to concede that one is a star or one is a vehicle, but there's one light that's unaccounted for.
The star seems like it would be too low, unless it's behind the mountain and it's just in the distance.
Moving way too fast.
It can't be a shooting star. Well, I guess if you've seen it twice,
no.
It can't be.
Funny you say that because
Yeah,
Katie saw a shooting star when it was happening. So
okay. Well, there you go.
Probably an airdrop for all the drugs.
Yeah, no, there you go. It could absolutely be that, man. The American border is pretty locked down, man. Those the Mexican cartel guys, they gotta find other places to drop their drugs.
That's what the Space Force is. It's just a cover.
The Space Force.
You're totally coming off to fucking like Mark Wahlberg and the other guys, where he just thinks everything is drug related. It's like, where are you getting this?
Nice. I'm okay with that.
No, it's super weird. It's super weird to see a light move like that and to see another light simultaneously moving.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not fast, but fast enough. Like, stars don't cover that much distance in that kind of small trajectory. Like, I mean, it was like 30. The whole thing went on for like 35 minutes. I mean, stars don't move that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In all seriousness, what do you think it is? What do you think it possibly could be?
I mean,
it could be aliens. If you think it's aliens, say it could be aliens. It could be aliens.
It could be. Okay, so I'm not going to say aliens. It could be some kind of phenomena, whatever the hell.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Like some kind of like extraterrestrial phenomena, or
maybe.
just
I mean, it could be. I mean, maybe it's like some kind of.
Could it be like an animal that are the lights really close together? So it could just be like the eyes of an animal.
No, they're never really close together. They always move in a clockwise fashion.
Really? Like they'd move in like a circle kind of thing?
Like you could argue that's. I mean, the bottom light kind of moves like in an L shape.
Okay.
But it's like going away from the bright light, like it has.
Interesting. That's very weird.
So if you want to think of it like a clock, like the bright light is 12, and I would say, I guess the other night the bottom light was at like 5 o'clock, and then that's how they moved. So when the bright light went to 1, the little light went to 6, and so on and so forth.
That's very interesting.
I think it's a vehicle of some kind. I don't know what kind of vehicle, whether it be like some crazy person on a bike riding on a trail up there. You know, I don't know. I like why they do it all the time. I have no idea, but you know, something like that. A vehicle
doing
of
it
some
once
kind.
a week. They're definitely doing it once a week. Katie, what be all end all? What do you think it is?
I don't even have an answer. It's baffling me. What the hell would it be?
Strange lights over Whistler Mountain. Townsfolk baffled.
Yeah. What are they?
Old lady confused by mountains.
I mean, could it be like some kind of gas expulsion from like?
No, I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
Why would it move?
What kind of gas explosion or?
Well, I don't know.
give off
Like you know,
lights?
like shit gets trapped under the snow, maybe mixed with the soil. It's like little puffs of.
No,
I don't
just
know. Rotted,
I think
whatever, bear
rotting,
shit,
whatever,
rotting. Bigfoot shit. Maybe it's Sam Squanch. I don't know. Maybe Sam Squanch has a flashlight or a headlamp.
Maybe
he's stolen a flashlight and now he's wandering around just going.
Maybe it's two Sam Squanches doing a drug deal with flashlights.
Maybe.
Thank you, Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we'll definitely. I think I'll say it was Tuesday night. I'm pretty sure Katie and I both are going to be off Tuesday. We will be watching the skis to see if there's something going on up there.
I will check that out as well because I'm curious now. You've seen it twice. Yeah,
twice. It's so weird. Same time.
So
what's going on up there, man? These aliens, they keep a good schedule.
When you saw it both times, was it the same kind of like pattern and lights? It was the same.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you saw,
okay, that's very weird.
Yeah, what you saw in the original picture with the arrows, that's exactly how it was, man. One was here, one was here, and they fucking rotated,
and it was twice.
Yeah, that was because Eric put the picture the first time, and then I did see.
Yeah.
I just poked my head out the back there and was like, "Yep, it's fucking moving."
Yeah, some bitch is moving.
Yeah.
Was Ingo like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like,
well, actually, because I my phone was like blink, and it got the little text alert, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then I stood up and Kramered out the door and bang bang. I'm standing out there in a t-shirt, looking, and then. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, the lights are back." He's like, "What lights?"
The lights are back.
The lights are back.
Thing is like, what lights? I'm like, the lights. Oh yeah, never mind. You don't know what's going on in the pod. So never mind. Like talking to her like she's an avid listener, you know?
No, man, that's
Well, at
you are
least
losing it, Tyson.
Yeah.
well, now we definitely know she doesn't listen to the pod.
I don't think there was ever a question.
I know.
Make sure you don't get to a place where you're like, most encounters of the third kind, and you're making Whistler Mountain out of mashed potatoes and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Bruce is crying.
Yeah,
Fucking like-
yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Truth is out there. Thank you, Katie, for joining us.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Katie.
Always
We'll
a
have to have
pleasure.
you on sometime. We'll have you on if we see the lights again. We'll have you back.
Talk about it. We'll analyze. Get some binoculars. You know, we'll.
I was saying, wish we had a telescope, like even a shitty one would give you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I so want a telescope.
That'd be a great idea.
We said,
We have binoculars. We got binoculars. Oh, those lights better come back. I'm telling you right now.
It'd be almost worse if they just mysteriously vanish without a trace.
If they do that before I get one look through the binoculars, then I know something fucked up is going on up there because they obviously can hear. They're like, oh, the how's this bonehead earthling onto us? Like, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, maybe they listen to the show. Maybe it's just
Yeah,
out there in
maybe.
the
Yeah.
ether,
Need something to do while they're doing their fucking alien drug deal up there on Whistler's Mountain. They gotta listen to the show.
Nice. I like it. Alien.
Not only is it a drug deal, it's an alien drug deal.
Oh, I'm totally,
Oh, man.
totally an alien drug deal. That's the name of the pod. This episode.
The alien drug deal.
Alien drug deals. Nice.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad we got that out there. And if anybody has a fucking clue what the hell is actually going on,
Yeah, please tell us
Let
if
us
you
know.
know. Yeah.
If
Otherwise,
nobody
we're gonna
says
keep talking
anything,
about
I'm calling it fucked up. I'm calling it conspiracy. They're coming. They're coming to the goddamn mountains. I can't even get it all out. All right. I got a friend in the New York City Police Department, and he told me that they're using Whistler Mountain to turn Jasper into another state of China, to turn everybody else into communists, and then take their children and turn them into lesbians. I can't make it up. I wish it wasn't true.
thank you. Thanks, Alex Jones, for
Thanks,
showing up on the show.
Thanks for stopping by. I like it.
Glad to hear what you have to say about that.
Absolutely. That was good. Always
Yeah,
a pleasure.
Alex Jones.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So there you have it.
So I guess moving on from the alien drug deal. Who watched episode 3 of Winter Soldier?
Are we doing this right now?
Let's
You
fucking
do a half. I'll do a
Let's
half hand up.
Fucking do it. Let's
A half
fucking
hand
do
up.
it.
Half hand up. I'm into it. I'm into the third ep.
This show
Okay.
is
So I'm
amazing.
caught up.
Amazing.
You know what? I counter your opinion, Wheels. I'm not as impressed as I was with WandaVision.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But
I'm the same with that. I'm the same
Yeah.
with that. Not that I'm not enjoying myself.
Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. It's just that, like, yeah, it's not that it's bad. It's that because like it's Marvel. It's only 3 episodes, so I'm gonna give it, a way longer run. I'm not gonna just stop, because right now it's still building, I think. So it's just a generic action show at this point. They like Captain
That's fair.
America shows up.
That's
Fake
fair.
Captain
Oh.
America shows up once in a while.
We'll get into that jackass here.
Yeah, that
Yeah. That's not Captain America. You take that back. That's pretend.
That's why I said fake Captain
Yeah,
America.
I thought you said
That
Captain.
guy, just the fact that he's not Captain America, and then you take it to real life, he just
Yeah.
has the face of an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
he's got big ears. He looks like a goofball. I don't like that guy at all. And I'm glad in episode 3 that dude spit in his face and was like, I know who you are, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're not
"Yeah,
actually."
man.
Because that guy's not an actual super soldier, is he? He doesn't have the serum.
I don't
Like
think he's actually
he's just
super
a
soldier.
regular guy who's like a normal good soldier, and he
I
gets
felt
his
sorry
ass
for his
kicked in that.
partner.
Yeah, like fake Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know? So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know, like they go to they're trying to find the source of this super soldier serum, which unbeknownst to everybody, and like it was never really brought up in any of the movies or anything, is goes beyond Captain America. And there's like, well, and Winter Soldier and everything. And there was like a random guy from the 40s.
Yeah, in Civil War they bring it up.
They do? Okay, yeah.
There's like a whole plot point in Civil War about super soldiers. But yeah,
okay. Yeah, okay. And then like, you know, there's like that old guy from the 40s who's an old guy now. It's like, oh wait, what, that guy? You know, like, what do you mean there was a super soldier, and you know, all this stuff, and then
a black super soldier.
Yeah,
yeah,
which nobody ever heard of, and wasn't Captain America or wasn't anything.
Right. That's super fucked up.
That guy's weird. I have a feeling that guy's coming back. Is like, why is he so old? But like Bucky and Captain America haven't aged.
Because
I guess Captain America does age. So fucking.
Well, they didn't age because they were frozen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, he's still super soldier. He's just really goddamn old now.
Yeah, he's just super old.
For sure. And they go to find this thing, and then they cut that snake open and drink its guts and whatever. And then I was pretty confused for a while, because then they met this other girl who, like, I feel like I was supposed to know who that was, but I didn't.
Yeah, she's in the Captain America movies too.
Oh, okay, wait,
the blonde girl.
Yeah. Don't remember seeing your
Sharon Carter.
Like Agent Carter?
Yeah, Agent Carter. Yeah, she's in the.
That was Agent Carter?
That's Sharon Carter. Yes.
Like Captain America's lady?
It's not like the blonde girl is Captain America's lady's niece.
Oh, okay.
But
all right. That clears some shit up.
Yeah, but she's in the Captain America movies besides the first one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was super confused, and it was like, you're supposed to know who this is, and I did not.
Yeah,
kind of like when Agatha Harkness was revealed, and I went like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But then I'm pretty sure at the very end of the episode, Daniel's, it's not really a big spoiler, but it's the chick from Black Panther shows up at the end.
So I think you didn't know who Sharon Carter was, but you know the one black chick that doesn't speak in all of the Black Panther movie.
Yeah, but isn't she like one of the main parts of the Black Panther movie? Like this?
No, she's not. No, she's not. She doesn't.
And she's in like Infinity War, and she's in Endgame and all that.
Oh my God, that's not even the same person. No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a while since I saw those movies, so
they don't even look alike. Not even a little bit.
Okay. So wait, so she shows up.
She shows up. Yeah.
Okay, and it's like the end, but I didn't watch to see if there's an end credits thing, but it was like kind of like the end of the episode reveal, right? Like,
yeah, it's like a spoiler.
The fuck?
Or like,
but is that the same? Like, is that all the same characters that appeared at the end of WandaVision?
What do you mean?
Like, who appeared at the end of WandaVision?
Nobody appeared at like a Skrull appeared at the end, like a green alien thing. Well, yeah, you watched the episode, like you watch the credit scenes, or
because they're just like, then she just points to the sky.
There's an alien. It's
okay.
Yeah, the chick in this is a Dora Milaje. She's like Black Panther's personal like bodyguard.
Okay.
Yeah. So totally different.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Like, I feel like they'll start digging into it a little bit more with all that.
They'll explain a lot more.
Sure. At some point, we're probably gonna get Falcon like wielding his Captain America, like being Captain America at that point.
I'm sure
at some point in the show, because I bet you their end game is to lead in, and it's like, so when they put him as Captain America in the movies, everybody kind of understands why.
Yeah, of course.
Surely they're gonna do that.
Yeah, he'll be Captain America
because he's like the worthy, he's like the worthy one with the good heart and like would jump on a grenade and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so he seems like the only one that the show is set up to be worthy of being Captain America.
Yeah, and he's gonna do it without the recognition right now, and then at some point he's probably gonna get like, they're gonna be like, yeah, we got to make that guy. Yeah, you are the hero. You are the hero we've needed all along. Blah blah blah. Wouldn't be surprised if they use that line.
I feel like by the end of the show, he will be recognized as Captain America. Like,
and then when they put him in the movies for like Avengers fucking 7 or whatever,
you'll
be like, yeah, it's Captain America. Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's fucking Sam. What's his name?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's such a bummer when he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to do this. I can't." It's like, he should have pulled out fucking Steve Rogers. Like, no, I don't think I will.
You know why, Daniels? If this was a pitch meeting skit, it would be like, well, how come Sam didn't just become Captain America? Because I needed the story to happen. That would be the response. Because I needed the story. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And then it's like 9 episodes where he's not Captain America, and then
in the last episode he's Captain America.
Fuck.
That's what's gonna happen. So it's not as supernatural, but I don't think it's not meant to be, right? It's just meant to be.
It's more like a spy
superhero thing. It's interesting because it's what I like and don't like about it. If that makes any sense, like because like it's not like we're so like we haven't that. Sorry, we're not that far removed from WandaVision. Which was so like weird and new and fresh, and then now we're just going back to like Tyson said, like generic.
That's right.
I mean, each episode so far has just been like its own little movie. It has a very nice tight has a little prologue, which I like. I like the nice little 10-minute opening, and then it hits the
credits.
And then they go in. It's very well put together. It's not as weird and like I'm not like being like, oh, like what the fuck did that mean? What is this? Like
there's not a whole lot of that going on.
So good. Superheroes doing their thing. I like watching Bucky fuck people up. So that's that's a plus.
I feel like if you took that episode 3 that I just watched and you just like put it, made that in 1993 and slap John Travolta and Nick Cage in there, it would just be a pretty sweet, it's like, it's a good show. It's a good show.
Well,
and then you slap, Marvel Universe on it and you're like, it's a good show, but like, where's it going?
No, it's totally trying to be like an 80s, 90s, like action comedy kind of thing.
Yeah,
for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to give it, I'm not going to stop watching it. I'm going to.
There's only 6 episodes, so it's not like there's lots left.
Oh, is there only going to be 6?
Yeah, there's only 6 episodes.
Jesus, they better get the fucking show on the road. There's been like 3 episodes of just, exposition and shit.
I'm sure it'll pick up. I mean, it has to. I mean, there's definitely.
I'm going to give 6 episodes. You're kidding me. I thought there was going to be probably 10.
No, there's only 6.
Wow, what the fuck?
I just blew Tyson's mind.
Well, how the fuck? I just like I'm like, hey, they got lots of time, to get where they're going with this.
Yeah, well,
but
now is like
more episodes. That's not very much.
Well, it's like the halfway point now. Like everybody kind of knows what they have to do, and now they're going to go do it.
Yeah, but it feels like it's going to be rushed with only 6 episodes. But I mean, I'm not fucking Kevin Feige, so I'm not going to pretend to know how to fucking lay out a story. So
every episode is like an hour long though, and like the movie's only like 2 hours, so you're still getting like 3 more.
Yeah,
hours.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They should have just done a Justice League. You just like, here you go. And
here's everything. We're gonna cut most of it out.
Here's a pile of stuff. Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Put it together.
Hey, Daniel, this isn't an aside. Did you watch the black and white version of Justice League?
So I haven't watched the black and white version yet, but I have watched because there's like an alternate scene with Batman and the Joker. Like
I know I sent it to you.
Yeah. So I have watched that. Like I have watched that a couple times. It's just like and again, it's just like that fucking movie is such a mind fuck. Like it's so good. It's so good. But then when you're getting to the end, you just in your head, you're like, oh, it's not fucking going anywhere right now. Like right at the moment. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's like a cliffhanger. It's like a teaser. Yeah.
What was that thing you posted that like the DC is going to try and make a coherent DC universe again?
Well, that's what they were trying to do with Man of Steel and Batman Superman and Justice League. They were trying to make a connected, coherent universe, and then we made Batman versus Superman in Justice League, and people were like, "Blah, we hate that. Don't do that."
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
But now they released Justice League, and it seems everybody's all about those movies again. So everybody wants them to make another connected universe.
If they're smart, they literally release a press release. We fucked up. Our shit sucked. We're going to start over. Pretend you didn't see anything. This is like Terminator Dark Fate. Pretend you didn't see earlier shit at all. Forget it. Goldfish that shit, and then start over. And we're gonna release everything in a coherent manner with a plot and an overarching story.
There is at least
and a dark
60,
side kind of
60,
thing.
At least 60 to 70% of the DC movies are good. At least 60 to 70% of them are good.
You know, come on, man.
Hey,
like,
that's a good percentage. 60, 70%. That's a good percentage.
yeah. What are the ones that are making up that fucking percentage? Watch what you say.
That are not that are not good. Is that what you want to know?
No. What are the ones that are good? What are the
In the DC universe?
Aquaman,
Wonder Woman,
Shazam.
Shazam was good. Okay, I have to agree. Shazam was good. I like Shazam.
Birds of Prey is good.
Yeah, I didn't see Birds of Prey.
Man of Steel is good. That's 6.
I didn't like Man of Steel. We all know how I feel about Man of Steel.
I have problems with Man of Steel, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, okay.
Birds of Prey is good.
I didn't bother with Batman versus Superman. I just watched a YouTube recap and went, yeah, good enough.
Really? That movie's real. Oh, well,
yeah. After Man of Steel, I was like, I'm not investing.
I scoop for soup, man. I scoop for soup.
What else you got for DC? Because they didn't do a Flash movie, they didn't do a Cyborg movie.
There was a Flash movie coming. What's going on? You know what, Justin? What's going on with the Cyborg movie? Because Ray Fisher's out. No,
Cyborg is mad at Warner Brothers, so there's not going to be a Cyborg movie. That's what's going on.
Yeah, that fucking country. I don't want to go too far off here, but
country.
It's just like I was saying to Katie today, like everything in that country boils down to race and gender. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be like, what did I say to Katie? It was like, cancer cured. Was the guy black? What race was the guy? And it's it always comes down to that. Like no matter what happens, it's like
who is getting the cancer cure? Who is it for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
somebody's a racist, or somebody's a fucking pedophile, or just a general sex offender.
Yeah,
and it just or homophobic, whatever, and it just blows everything up.
Yeah. There is no. That's the only news out there. There is no other news.
That's all it is. It's like
all the news. It's every video. It's every viral video is someone being one of those things.
Like so as I'm sure most people know, like some loon drove his car into a barricade at the Capitol today, and unfortunately killed a Capitol officer, which is terrible. T's and P's, going out.
Not even to mention the 20 mass shootings that have happened there in a month.
Oh yeah. Oh, things are getting quite back to normal in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's like so with this Capitol thing, I see the post, and this was from CNN's Instagram, so it's just gonna be a lightning rod for fucking trolls. But it was literally every single comment was about like, say the race, like what was the race of the guy? Like what does it matter?
He fucking died.
Who the fuck cares if he was white, black, green, blue? Who fucking cares? And it's just like, and we see this sputter into Hollywood where it's like things get really good, and then you're like, oh, someone's going down here. Like someone, like you just know, you're just waiting for it to come out. For like an actor to say something stupid, for a director to get fired, like
you could. He doesn't have to say or do anything. It could just be like something that he like believes in, and like somebody found out that he believes in that. Like that, I think Chris Pratt was like, I don't know if he's either super religious or something, but they were like, oh,
he's very religious and he's pro-choice.
Okay. So yeah, so Chris Pratt, completely entitled to his opinion. It's free. It's free fucking country. That's what he wants to believe. As much as I fucking would disagree.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm not gonna stop watching. I'm gonna fucking. But the hashtag was like boycott Guardians, boycott Chris. It's like fucking come on, man. Look, the guy.
Like, I still enjoy the Cosby Show, for God's sake. I understand Bill Cosby is a bad person.
Yeah.
That fucking show is hilarious. I'm sorry. You watch the Cosby Show, and if you're not laughing, if you can't get over what this guy did, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to separate.
Yeah. Like, I'm not like
Chris Benoit. I still like watching Chris Benoit wrestling matches. I'm not like a Chris Benoit thing comes on. I'm like, well, geez, he's a murderer, so I can't watch this now.
Yeah. No, you
I don't
can't.
know if I'm wrong
like,
in that. Like, I'm not celebrating.
No, it's just you're not being like sucked in by all the fucking like this media that wants to just like they just want you pissed off at each other for everything constantly, no matter what. Like you have one little different belief. Well, all of a sudden we can't be friends, and in fact we have to be mortal enemies that video each other, fucking starting a fight in a McDonald's somewhere. It's just it's gone so far, and it's up here in Canada too, but I'm fucking really glad I live here.
Who was the director that got like? Was it the guy who did the fucking Guardians movies? Like, he got fired, and then like all the actors were like, "We're not doing the movie unless he's the director."
Yeah, he got fired for like random tweets from like
yeah.
I think it should be the same as bankruptcy. Statute of limitations on that shit, 7 years.
Yeah,
you tweet something stupid 8 years ago, you're fine.
I do agree. I do agree. I do agree that I do agree that people need to be accountable for what they do. You have to be accountable, and he was accountable, and that's why he got his job back, because he owned up to what he did, which was dumb and stupid and insensitive and blah, blah, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he got his job back. I feel like with certain things, there isn't an accountability. If like you can be a shitty, awful person to an extent, there's some things just that are unforgivable. I'm sorry, but there is. But for the majority of shitty, awful things that people can do in the world, you can be forgiven for that. Like fucking Tucker Carlson still has a job. He's a horrible, shitty person.
Yeah.
Dude, if they like, I'm just happy that when I grew up, there wasn't phones with fucking video cameras, because it would be like, there'd be a video, somebody would be like, whoa, cancel the Wheels Blues podcast, local podcaster, services of local podcaster peeing off train.
Yeah.
No one, that's our age, we'd all be unemployed. No one would hire it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just insane.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
Yeah.
It's
so,
even like,
and I guess, so.
But to bring it back to like DC movies, the reason like they keep changing is because those original Zack Snyder movies didn't really make any money. There's no reason that a Superman movie should make like $1 billion, and it didn't. So like, and a lot of people didn't, unfortunately, sorry to say, like that movie, like Tyson. And then he made Batman, and then he made Batman vs Superman. And honestly, the theatrical version of that movie doesn't make any fucking sense. It makes no sense.
That's true.
The extended.
I do always watch like the extended version.
Yeah, the extended. Well,
yeah.
And that's the same with fucking Justice League. The theatrical version of Justice League doesn't make any fucking sense either. So like,
but I liked that movie. So it's weird because
I like it better than BBS, but I still like this version that's 14 hours long, way better than the one in the theaters.
I'm still watching it. I haven't really finished it. I'm still got. I just have it going now. I'm just checking it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking about getting Crave or something just for like 1 month, and then canceling it immediately. But it's
it'd be worth it.
But it's like $20.
Yeah, but you get everything.
Like it's basically I'm paying $20 to watch one movie.
Well, you watch a bunch of shit. You obviously have it for a month. So watch watch Justice League. Then go check out some like old like drunk history or like Reno 911.
Wait a sec. Is Chernobyl still on there?
Chernobyl, yeah, it's HBO, man.
Chernobyl still on there?
All the HBO is on there.
Oh yeah, they got all that.
Chernobyl.
I did want to watch Chernobyl too.
Yeah. Rome.
I'm thinking about it.
Chernobyl.
If I can convince Inga to over the course of like 2 weeks watch Justice League the 14-hour cut, then
it's like $10.
I'll have some input.
$10 between you. There you go.
$10 between. It's all everything's the same now. It's all ours.
No,
It's all.
Yeah,
There is no $10 between us. It's like it costs us $20.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I know it's the same, but it's same but different. But
That's fair. That's fair.
costs us $20.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm
with,
gonna check it out.
So with like, I guess, do we think cancel culture has taken over?
No,
Well, I mean, I think it's.
I think it's.
I think it
I
has.
think it's.
I think it
don't-
has.
I don't
will
think
say
so at
yes.
all. I don't think so at all.
And I'm gonna point to the WWE network on Peacock. Because those NBC guys, they are stripping that, like they are stripping content off, whether for better or for worse.
I have no idea what they've stripped off, but okay.
So they've taken off so Roddy Piper
Yeah.
versus Bad News Brown from
Oh yeah, from
I think it's
WrestleMania like
WrestleMania
4.
6, where he's like half blackface.
Oh yeah.
That's
gone.
gone.
It's gone. Wow.
Vince McMahon at the Survivor Series saying the N-word, that's gone.
Wow. Okay.
Now Katie Vick is still there.
What?
So Tyson, you probably don't know this, but I don't know if we've ever brought this up, but WWE did an angle where it was Triple H versus Kane, and Triple H was like coming out and calling Kane a murderer because apparently when Kane was a normal person and not a burnt giant pro wrestler, he had this girlfriend and was driving her home. He's like, "You drove her home, Kane. They found beer cans in the car, Kane." So apparently Kane killed this person. And then and this is where the story gets weird, I guess.
Very weird.
Because like apparently Kane, like it was a girl from the past, but there was a funeral to be held for this girl. And Triple H had sex with the corpse on Monday Night Raw.
Wow.
Yep.
And I believe
so like,
it ended.
like 20 years later, they had this funeral or whatever, like 10 years later.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the part that doesn't make sense. Not Triple H having sex with a dead person on a pro wrestling show. But like, and I mean, there's even a part like it's so gross because like Triple H is in the casket. You just hear like, and then he's like, he comes up and he's like, "Oh, I did it. I screwed your brains out." It is the fucking worst thing ever. And I'm pretty sure that is still on the Peacock version of the network.
Maybe they
Okay.
just haven't got that far yet.
So it seems to me like they're just anticipating people, casual people who probably got Peacock to watch The Office. They see, like now's a great time. It's WrestleMania. Maybe I'll watch, I used to watch this shit when I was a kid. Maybe I'll go back. And then they see Roddy Piper in half blackface and they're immediately on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think as soon as you file that complaint, your account is blocked from that TV streaming service. Just blocked. You can't watch like from that show. You can't watch it. You complain. You're offended. You can't watch it. It's blocked. We saved you. You can't watch it. Don't worry. We saved you.
So
and everybody else can just watch it because I think it's pretty crazy. Like if you go on, I don't want to start a fucking thing, but because I don't really like if you go on Disney, there's a ton of old racist shit in the cartoons, right?
So yeah,
but they got like it's fucking. That's how it was.
They have disclaimers though. I'm pretty sure my buddy posted a picture. He had Gone with the Wind pulled up, and there was like a disclaimer, like, "Look, this movie is from a time when race was looked upon in this kind of light, and instead of taking it away, we use this to show where we are or where we were to where we are now, and it's used as like a tool, like."
That is the way it should be.
Yep. Let's grow from
don't
it.
erase this shit. I mean, it happened. It's there. I mean,
It's
by that logic, we should never talk about the Holocaust because that was terrible.
There should be but there should be disclaimers. Like
Absolutely,
there should be disclaimers.
You're gonna see a guy in half blackface. Don't worry, he was doing a lot of cocaine at the time. He didn't mean it. Enjoy the show. It's a great show.
Yeah.
It's Roddy Piper.
Yeah, or like all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like but I mean, obviously there's like it, but then there's the movie. I think we've already been over this. There's a movie called White Chicks that's on Netflix where the two black guys do whiteface.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, where do you draw the line? I'm not
No.
saying I'm offended by it. I really don't give a fuck. But you know, it's not like what's the problem? Like, what is it? It seems to be there's only a problem if enough people complain about it or get offended about it. And it seems like since like 2013, it's just been like it's the first time I ever heard someone being offended about something publicly. And I was like, well, who fucking don't watch it then?
Yeah.
That was my
it?
response. Like,
White
don't no, just about anything.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, oh, I'm offended by this show. And I think my response was like, well, then fucking don't watch it. And then I just got on with my life and didn't really worry about it. Just shut it off or watch something else.
Yeah.
Like,
Why you
well,
gotta
no,
ruin it for
no,
me?
they shouldn't. Yeah, like this shouldn't be on there. I'm like, well, just
Yeah.
fucking shut it off and don't watch it. No one else gives a fuck.
Hmm.
Just don't watch it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, it's only gonna get worse, guys. It's only gonna get worse. There'll be a fucking select group of, you know, it'll be like media that's tailored not to offend. Like everything's movies, pop culture, everything's just gonna be completely watered down.
That
to this
sucks.
fucking-
For like
it's
for
gonna be-
entertainment.
Your
Especially
entertainment's gonna be
comedians?
PG and it's gonna
No.
even that's gonna be fucking, you know, it's gonna go that way. And there's gonna be like this black market for fucking shit that's actually funny.
Yeah,
You know?
because I'll be involved in that because one of my favorite comedians is Bill Burr.
I love that
And
guy.
I mean,
Bill
He's-
Burr's hilarious.
you don't
He
know
is
Bill
fucking
Burr?
hilarious.
No,
I
I
do
said
love
Bill
Bill
Oh,
Burr.
did you? Okay, yeah, no,
I love
see,
that guy.
But with him, like he's like a magnet for that shit. Of course, in true Bill Burr form, he always fucking. I mean, it just rolls.
He doesn't
off
give a
with him.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking making a joke because that's his job.
Yeah.
His job is to make jokes like that. His job is to satirize and to make you feel uncomfortable and make you laugh.
No.
Yeah.
And he does it very well. He does it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking does. Like his shit is hilarious. I don't know if you take offense. I think somebody did take offense to Bill Burr's shit at some point, and he was just like, "Well,
Oh,
then
always.
fucking don't watch it. Don't listen to
Did
me.
you not see him at
I'm
the
a-
Grammys?
I'm a fucking comic. I say
No.
shit that's gonna be fucking offend a lot of people and be
Yeah.
hilarious. Like
No.
fuck. Like the fuck you want from me? You want me to?
Probably
You want to
the
pay
second best
90
podcast.
fucking dollars? You want to pay 90 fucking dollars for me to come up here and just say a bunch of censored shit? Like you could.
Fuck that.
It's not worth 90 bucks. You know?
No.
So yeah,
I'd pay $150 to sneak into a sewer to watch that fucking guy do comedy. Fuck.
yeah, like so the guy he says like a ton, like, you know, he's got some, like, he never says any racist shit, but he's got jokes about race and differences and all this shit.
It's mainly sexism with him.
Yeah, he has a lot of and his wife is a black lady.
No.
Yeah. A
So, I mean-
strong black lady.
So I mean, he's obviously not a dickhead. He's obviously not a racist piece of shit.
No. He's
You
not.
know what I mean? Like, not because he married a black chick, but because she married him.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously it's like she's watching him go out and make a living doing this shit, and she's probably like, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh, she
You know?
goes on to the podcast well, at least I haven't really listened to him in a while, but he used to have her on the show like frequently. And she would just call him. She'd just call him out for his shit, like you're a bonehead, like you know, because he always does it like, why are you doing this? Why are you so sad? Like the breathy,
Yeah, the
Woman's
breathy woman
voice?
voice. Yeah,
which
Yeah.
his wife doesn't sound like at all, which makes it that much more funnier.
Yeah.
And she's just like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, and she's always keeping him in check. And you know that he's making a joke. Like, why? What normal person would say like that kind of shit to like their wife?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking comedian. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm worried about comedy. I'm
a little bit worried about comedy too.
And all those guys.
Because I think I've kind of already seen like mainstream shit watered down. Like I think Jim Jeffries got a little bit watered down, and he was
I don't know.
kind
I
of.
feel like Jim Jeffries is still pretty
He
hilarious.
is okay. All
Yeah,
right.
the Jim Jeffries show was super hilarious, I think.
He had a show called Legit that was
Yeah.
a sitcom for a while. It has
Yeah.
2 seasons. It was fucking gold.
Nice.
It was fucking gold.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
basically is that what any stories he told in stand up, like the one about taking his handicapped body to a brothel to get
That
jerked
was- it
off.
was- it
that
was
was a
amazing.
whole. That was like an episode.
Nice.
And that's basically the whole show, is that he lives with this DJ Qualls, is the handicapped guy,
Yeah.
and which you probably couldn't do now because there'd be somebody complaining that he wasn't like Bill Burr does this thing on his latest special, like you can't play a hand. He's like, because somebody got mad that a non-handicap person played a handicap person.
Yeah.
He was like, well, it's called acting. If you put a handicap person on there, it would just be living. I don't know what. It's not acting. So anyway, yeah, it's a pretty funny show, and yeah, that's the whole basis of the thing. They take them to the. Anyway, good show. Watch it.
Shit like that is in danger, people.
Yep,
Can't let that shit go away.
It is in danger, and it's just people with too much fucking time on their hands. Like
too much social media, too much social. See, this is where social media becomes a problem, and then it's like it's not an entertainment thing anymore, and now you're taking things away that shouldn't be taken away. Like, dude,
that's why I'm not on it. I'm on it for podcast, for football. That's it.
I'm just such a rubbernecker.
There's nothing else. I want nothing to do with it. I'm slowly eliminating it all from my life. I just like eventually I'm not even going to be on it at all. I want nothing to do with it. It's poison. Yeah. It's toxic. It's evil. It's the worst thing to happen to humanity in the last.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just like.
It's the worst thing.
Sense, but I'm the guy who like shit's going down on like a post, and I'm like literally the guy. Like sitting there eating popcorn, just reading the fucking I'm like, I'm that douchebag that when a fight breaks out in public, I'm not trying to stop it. I'm the guy holding his phone, be like, oh shit,
or shouting something to like antagonize whichever one you want to lose.
Punch her in the face.
Yes. What he said about your mom? You know what he said just a second ago? You didn't hear it, but I heard it. Like, holy fuck, Daniel's gone.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, speaking of funny fucking shows, like legit, The League, Daniels, you finished it?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
I finished it like a couple weeks ago.
I thought that I had seen every episode until I saw the ending, like the last season. And I was like, okay, I guess I missed this season because I was like a little bit confused as to what, but it ends like you think The League would end.
Yeah, totally.
Like very abruptly, and like it ends in some weird shit, like, Sophia dies. And but she dies getting vaginal reconstructive surgery.
I don't remember that. That's awesome.
And then yeah, Ruxin just like and still Ruxin is more concerned about The League,
of course,
as he has been with everything his whole life, than that. And then the whole Rafi Dirty Randy going to get Sophia's body, and it's the cartoon and all this fuck. Man, oh man, those two guys. And then it ends, I think, with Pete winning $1 million but losing The League, so he's pissed off. It's like, dude, you just won $1 million, and he's like, yeah, but I'm the Sacco now. Like, fuck. Like, dude, you have $1 million check. You can just go. And he's like, Sacco, like, fuck.
But you're the fucking Sacco, man. I wouldn't want to
leave this league behind.
You don't want to be the Sacco.
No,
you can just walk away from this league. You got $1 million. You just walk away. Go compete in another DraftKings next year and win another $1 million. You're obviously pretty good at it. And then, and then Pete's ex-wife gets impregnated by Pete, who's now, but then she marries Andre, who thinks it's his kid.
Oh yeah. At the very, very end, like 18 years later, is like a flash forward, and that's like the big like end prank on Andre. They reveal that Andre's kid is not his kid.
Yeah, and I think my favorite part about that whole thing is that they don't call him Andre Jr., they call him the Deuce.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he's like, you call him the Deuce, and he's like, what? It's way more fashionable than Junior. It's just the most Andre response to anything. And then the show just fucking ends. There's not this huge sappy, like, we're all moving out of town, so we'll never see each other again.
Yeah.
And the league's breaking up and all this crap. No. It ends. And you get the history of, the only flash forward you get is one last prank on Andre.
Yeah.
Roll credits. Series over. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
As much as I wanted to see
as
much as I wanted to see what the fuck happened, it just, because I feel like Taco ends up like a billionaire. with like a big house and like lots of good looking women and just from something with Taco Corp. He just stumbles into something like he always fucking does.
I feel like John Joy was really, really famous by the time the last season was around, and he just wasn't able to be on the show very much. I don't recall, but I don't think he was on the last season very much, was he?
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
And then as soon as I saw him in there, I thought, oh great, John LaJoy is going to be in some shit now. You know, we're going to see John LaJoy playing a similar, maybe a not quite the same character, but something like a jackass.
Yeah.
And then he hasn't been anything. So I guess he probably made his money and then pulled out of there. It's not bad for a guy who made, show me your genitals on fucking YouTube. Right. And then look at him now, Yeah, if you think about it, fucking John LaJoy's Taco. He just stumbled into some shit, made a lot of money, and then just fucked off.
He definitely had like some like watching the show, like thinking, like, how come I don't see this guy in more shit? Because like he definitely has like a Charlie Day kind of vibe to him, like where he can play like that kind of a role, like just being like the goofball that he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very glad that you guys like it definitely has like rewatchability. Like that's something I can see going back to, like like I have with like The Office and like watching it a bunch and being like, oh, I should start the league up again. Mm-hmm. Check in on Ruxin and the boys.
Yeah, check in, see what's going on.
Who's the Sacco now?
Oh man.
Yeah,
what a good show. Loved it. You should, if you can find legit, it's not on any streaming service, Daniels, but yeah, you should watch it. I think you're probably gonna have to find like a DVD of it at this point in time.
Are you talking about the league?
But what?
Legit.
Oh, legit.
Yeah. Oh, legit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you got a chance to fucking.
Yeah. He does have a bunch of shit. Is it not on Netflix? Because he does have a lot of, like, Jim Jeffries has a lot of shit on Netflix, I feel.
No, I don't know why. Like,
sure.
Oh, fuck me. Oh no, it's on American Amazon. It might be on Hulu.
Maybe it's on Crave.
It's not.
No, it's not. How would you know? You don't have Crave.
Because it didn't come up in my Google search.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, sweet. It's $13.
Oh, well, there you go.
On for a DVD this season. That's the only way you're gonna get it.
So you're gonna spend $13. You're probably gonna buy that now, aren't you?
That's not a bad price.
Not a bad price, $13. But I know there's 2 seasons, and I don't know how much the second season is.
That's fair.
For $7 more, you could get fucking Craven.
I was
just
say that. I was just thinking that.
And you can spend the month watching
Justice League.
A couple of parts of Justice League.
Yeah.
3 chapters of Justice League cost you $20.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, boys. I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm trying to convince Inga to watch it with me. So
yeah,
definitely check out ctv.ca.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up the exact same as Crave is. It's like the exact same, like, I don't know, like whatever like platform or algorithm they're using. It's the same as Crave. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of good stuff on there, full seasons of shows and lots of movies, and it's 100% free. It's pretty ad heavy, but
don't you have to be like you have to like have a cable package or whatever? No, I think you do, because I was watching.
I literally went to ctv.ca and I didn't put in any information. Like, really? I would have had to enter like my Shaw.
Oh, well, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's 100% free. ctv.ca.
Awesome. Okay, that's good to know, because I was trying to watch Superman and Lois, but I wasn't able to watch. It's like, see, I'm on the website now and it says sign in to watch.
Really?
It literally says sign in to watch. Like I'm clicking on it, but it says sign in to watch.
Like the other night, I literally was like, I had like the TV on, like at work,
mm-hmm.
and it was on like whatever, like CB or CTV affiliate it was on, and I just kept seeing this commercial like, watch this and more on ctv.ca, and I was like, oh, well, I should maybe check this out and see what they have on there, and they have this documentary called The U.S. versus John Lennon. Which is all about his immigration battle in the early 70s.
Okay.
It's a very good documentary. I was like, oh, fuck, like I totally want to watch this. And I literally just, on the website, clicked on it. And
it does look like all their movies are free. Like it does look like you can watch movies for free, but like there are shows that are on their channel or whatever. I don't think you're allowed to watch those.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird. It's interesting, but there is a bunch of like free movies, but it doesn't look like their channel are free. Like the shows that they have on CTV are free.
Maybe they're discriminatory toward Apple users.
I'm on my laptop, which is not Apple.
Maybe they're just sensing that there's Apple products in the house.
Maybe.
Oh, it's got bad news.
This is bad
Apple
news.
users.
Apple,
Yeah,
Apple.
no, you can't watch this Apple TV douche.
Yeah. Fucking Apple Homer.
Oh, come on.
Go watch the Zone, you friggin' weirdo.
Oh, the Zone. Dude, I need to
Speaking of
get it.
the Zone in sports, what's what's the
Sports
football
The
report?
footy update, the weekly footy update with your host, Tin Can Blues. Yeah, it's been a fucking really rad as shit week for Peterborough United. It's been awesome. It's been great. First thing, last week I gave you the update that they had lost like several games in disappointing fashion, a la Edmonton Oilers. So they proceeded to win their very next game 7-0, which is Saturday. They beat that Accrington Stanley 7-0, which is, I mean, obscene in any sport, but let alone soccer. That's unheard of. I mean, 7 goals in a game, if each of them get one, is still unheard of.
I'm surprised that's not a record, honestly.
Oh man, right? So I watched the whole match replay and was pretty well glued to the tube the whole time. Like it was a great game. And because I kind of knew the team was going to win it, but it was fun to see all the way they scored the goals was acrobatic and impressive. And then they followed that up actually today with a 1-0 win to take. So they're still second in the table because of course Hull City won a couple of games too, which kind of sucks. But they're 72 points. Things are looking good. They're looking like straight at automatic promotion, no playoff. As long as they don't shit the bed in the next like 8 games, they're going to be automatically promoted to the championship, and that's one league up, and they'll be promoted to the league below the Premier League. So if they can sit there for a couple of years, and maybe you can see Peterborough United. I mean, they're a good club. They got good management. They got good ownership. They've just had some new shit going on the owners just bought their stadium from the city council of Peterborough. So they're committed. I think they're on the rise, I think. So exciting times to be a Peterborough United fan. Fuck yeah.
What exactly was it that you like where you were like Peterborough? Peterborough's
okay.
my guy.
Okay. Peterborough. So I started looking up, like I was watching football and different teams and all this, but I didn't want to cheer for a fucking Premier League team because I was like, nobody. I wanted to cheer for like a lower league team that has, because in Premier League you go to Champions League, you go to Europa League, and that's it. You're not getting promoted. You could get relegated. But, I wanted to cheer for a team that's on the rise, like a team that could go up leagues and make some noise. So I just happened to be on YouTube and I saw this video. It was like, whatever, owner of football club, something. And he was talking about owning the club and what it's like. And then he said the name Peterborough United. So I looked it up and I was like, who the fuck is that? And then then it turns out this guy's got fucking podcasts. He's got like 2 podcasts. He regularly updates YouTube with like shit that's been going on. And he's a pretty kind of involved in that sort of thing. So it was just kind of neat to see that side of it. And I decided, it seems like a cool guy. I'll follow his team. And then I learned that his team was pretty fucking good. I was like, hey, bonus. So then I started, kind of following him a little more closely. And they're good. They're a good side, man. They're going to get there. I don't know how they'll do in the championship if they get there, but the manager right now is talking like a lot of games left. Don't count your chickens, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that kind of thing. So, and then the only other interesting thing in football right now is Bayern Munich leading scorer Robert Lewandowski, knee injury in the World Cup qualifiers. Big loss. I'm not so disappointed about Barron losing their best striker. I'm more. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime 40 goal. He's going for a 40 goal record, and probably not going to get there now. He's got a month off, so
sucks to watch someone like go down, like when they're on like the cusp of like making history. Like I don't know.
Especially the guy's like 33, right? Like he's not young anymore.
Yeah.
He's young, but he's younger than all of us, but he's not young like in football terms anymore.
It makes me think of like the '94 baseball season that got cut short, where you saw like Tony Gwynn was on like on pace to like beat Ted Williams, like season high batting average. And like all that, like it just like the guy like he's fucking doing it. Like, this guy's gonna do it.
The Expos were gonna win the World Series. The
Expos, it would have been the Expos Cubs that year, dude.
Yeah. Montreal Expos. Yeah, it would have been.
That was huge, wasn't it?
So
yeah, fuck yeah. Who else? I think maybe John Olerud on the Jays was having like. No, maybe it wasn't him.
Well,
someone on the Jays was doing something, like was also like chasing a record, I think.
Olerud didn't win the MVP that year. Did he win the MVP? Because he was the MVP one year, wasn't he?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was, because he did have a season where I think he was like a couple points off of like Ted Williams, like whatever Ted Williams batting, like whatever, like 405 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is unprecedented.
Yeah,
like nobody gets that.
That's nuts. Yeah.
You're hitting. You're getting a hit like 3/4 of the time that you're going to the plate. Like
yeah,
that's obscene. Yeah. That sucks when circumstances beyond your control affect your ability to make history. Imagine, like Wheels, how pissed are you that one lockout and like a shutdown for like a year or like half a year or whatever, and then or actually kind of like almost a year has and Ovi is chasing a Gretzky's goal record.
He's been
circumstances.
Dude, he's been in 2 lockouts. Remember, he was drafted the year that the NHL was wiped out. The year he got drafted.
So he was 05.
So he's missed 2 years.
Was the year.
Or like a year and a half to a lockout, and pretty much a whole year.
I thought he got drafted the year. I thought he got drafted the year after Crosby.
No, he got drafted the year before.
Crosby was the because there was the lockout, and then Crosby was the Pittsburgh got the lottery coming out of the lockout to draft Crosby.
Yeah, no, he was drafted the year before Crosby, but they ended up playing the same year because there was a lockout.
Okay, so there's like a whole pile of shit that's like been in his way, including another lockout, which took out half his year, and half a year of goals for Ovi is probably like fucking 20 goals. So and in 2012 when that lockout happened, it's probably fucking 35, 40 goal. Could be.
Yep.
So, I mean, and then to have a COVID shutdown and all this,
he could have like 800 goals right now. He could.
I feel like Ovi's someone who could go deep, into the sports age. Like I feel like you could see Ovi being productive, like 5 years from now, maybe 6, 7 years from now. Like
he could Yager this thing because just based on how the fuck much he loves playing hockey, and how much he I saw that guy celebrate a Stanley Cup. He wants to do that again.
Oh,
he doesn't care how old he gets. He wants to do that shit again. I think he might want to do that again more than he wants to break that fucking goal record.
That's entirely possible.
I mean, it's a pretty fucking impossible goal record to get to, but Jesus Christ, but he could do it, and he think he'd be well on his way. And it's kind of one of those things with the points too, like Yager. Like if he wouldn't have went to play in the K for so fucking many years, the guy could have been. I mean, I think he's already second or third in points.
Yeah, he's second all time.
Third or fourth. Second, okay.
I think he's second all time in points. Yeah.
Yeah, just obscene. So many things beyond their control. That's what chokes me about Lewandowski, because he's so close nobody's done it since the 70s. He's like this Gerd Mueller was in the 70s when he scored 40 goals. And I think it's less games this year too because of COVID. So he was going to smash this record.
So he's done now for the year. He's not going to be able to do it.
Well, it's 4 weeks. So I'm still not super versed in the whole thing, but I think there's about that many, you know, there's still going to be games after, I think. But and to go down in like a like he scored fucking 2 goals for Poland in the World Cup qualifier. It was like a nothing game. They're probably going to win. And it's just to go down with a fucking knee injury. God damn it. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
Is there a sports record that you think will never be touched?
Yeah, I think it's Gretzky's 50 and 39.
Yeah.
There's no one ever going to come close to that. No one can come close to that in a whole season right now.
I think I don't think it's going to be the 50 and 39. I think it's his points altogether, like his overall points. I don't think anyone's ever going to touch that.
Well, I think that too, because I think we've already been over this. If he didn't score, what did he have? 894 goals?
Yeah, something like that.
There's 802 goals, something like that. 802, something like that. If you took them all away, he still is the leading points in the whole NHL. So it's crazy. Yeah, that one 50 and 30, pick a Gretzky record. No one's gonna fucking touch it. Pick one. 212 points in a year, 90 fucking 2 goals in a year. No one's gonna touch him.
There's a lot of those in baseball, like too. Like I feel like DiMaggio's 56 game hit streak. I think that's untouchable.
Oh fuck yeah.
Didn't Ichiro have like a 40 game hit streak? Like, didn't he come close?
He came close. Fuck, man. See, he kind of gets a bum rap because you don't include his hits from like playing in Japan, right?
I totally include that, but yes, I do agree.
I don't know what the final number is, but it totally blows Pete Rose's whatever, like what is he at, like 4,000 some odd hits?
Yeah, Ichiro's like 5,000 or something.
The guy had like what, seven or 8 seasons in a row where he had like 200 or more hits.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous. One of the greatest hitters of all time.
It's obscene. Yeah,
So I think the Ted Williams or the Joe DiMaggio 56 game hit streak. I don't think anyone ever comes close to that.
I could see Cal Ripken's record being unbreakable.
Cal Ripken, absolutely.
Game streak.
They coddle these guys. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
No one's ever gonna hit like the innings marks that like guys like Randy Johnson, hit, or like to win, like 20, 25 games in a season. Like the way they take these pictures. There's a funny video from I think last season where it's the Dodgers and Roberts is coming out to like pull Kershaw.
Yeah,
because he's getting up there and pitches, and Kershaw literally like looks. He's like doing his thing. He's wiping his sweat, and he sees the manager starting to come up like out of the dugout. He's like, "No, like get out of here, get out of here."
Nice.
And of course, he just like shuts down like the rest of the batters he faces. It's like,
no.
Like, what are you?
The manager's like,
no.
Oh, sorry, sir. Like walks back to the dugout.
But you throw 90 pitches, and it's just like, man, I'm just getting warmed up.
I do think today's athlete it's weird to say because I think the sports are way harder now than they were probably like 30 years ago. But I do think today's athletes may actually be mentally not as tough as they would have been in the 70s and 80s.
I think everybody's not mentally as tough anymore because and it's not because I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't think I want to touch that one with a 30-foot pole. No. All I know is that I don't like if my son has a bad day. I'm like, dude, tell me about it, but that's it. Like, don't cry about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know where that puts me on the spectrum of that kind of thing, but honestly, I agree with with you that I think that sport like hockey players, baseball players, they're not as mentally tough to handle that shit anymore.
Like when Kawhi Leonard was in with the Raptors for the one season, every time he had a rest day, or like a maintenance day, it drove me fucking crazy.
It was like almost every other game.
It was like, yeah, he missed like 30 games in his 1 year with the Raptors.
Because that shit like affects like ticket sales. Like
yeah, it affects
you
so
get
much.
to halfway through the season,
Yeah,
and you see the pattern. I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking resting every other game.
yeah, exactly.
So now, if he played last night,
Yeah.
I'm not going tonight because I know I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I want to see Kawhi. I don't want to see him sitting
exactly
on the fucking bench.
exactly. Yeah,
Bullshit, dude. You play what 42 minutes a game?
yeah, yeah,
It's like 42 minutes. You can't handle
yeah.
40 minutes of ball.
See, on one hand, I agree that pitchers need a rest because they're out there throwing their arm off. Like that definitely needs a break. But then on the other hand, I kind of figured out that they maybe play like, how many games do they start? 30, 35 games? How many games?
Do they need 4 days rest though? Like, do they though?
I don't know. Like,
I
what if
would say
it depends
yes.
what if they get subbed in, like, fuck, we need you to just close this out. Like, I know a closer is usually going to do that, but like, what if they're like, fuck, we went through them all. This is an extra innings.
Okay.
We got no choice, bud. I mean, they huck them out there.
No, they would never do that.
So what? So why does the pitcher deserve 4 days off, but Kawhi Leonard should play every?
Because you are putting so much strain. Like, have you ever seen?
Well, you throw a ball
of a fucking pitcher, like
Yeah.
their fucking arm. It's not it defies logic how they move their arm.
Well, and
People
that's
throw a ball like so.
that's the
Give
thing.
them the time off, but don't fucking take them out when they've thrown fucking like 90 pitches.
Yeah.
Let them fucking throw 100.
Yeah.
Like 110 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they can handle like someone like Kershaw or young Ryu. I always butcher that guy's name.
Yeah. So if you're
let them go. Like it's also conditioning, like the more you do it, the more your arm will be used to it. Also, if you're coming up now as a kid and you're good at ball and you want to be a pitcher, I would say immediately, and I don't care if you're 12 years old or if you're 20 years old, go get Tommy John surgery. Just immediately get Tommy John.
just go there.
Because you're going to have to get it eventually.
Yeah.
Get it right now before
just
you
get
even
that
start.
ulnar nerve. And while you're in there, get my appendix too. Get all that shit out.
Yeah. Wisdom teeth. Get it all out. I don't want to deal with it. Yeah. Yeah. That's, I don't know.
I saw Roy Halladay pitch. And he got fucking blown up, but he still looked like Doc Holliday, right?
Yeah.
The next day, it turns out the reason why it was so shit was because he had appendicitis. He had to get his appendix taken out.
Oh Jesus!
He fucking threw like 8 innings with appendicitis, and was like, it's not like he's like wincing off the field.
Yeah.
He's striking guys out, and then he's walking back to the dugout. Dude had appendicitis. I had appendicitis.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
This guy pitched 8 innings on appendicitis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he's dead now. I don't know that.
Yeah, that I don't know. Like the baseball, like how many games? 180? How many games?
162.
Yeah.
162. So 162 games is a lot of fucking games. That's a lot of games. So I mean, I see where you need some rest, but like, do they rest like first baseman once in a while? Throw another guy in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
guys need a break. Guys need a break. That's a lot of games. So like how many games of football, Wheels? NFL, how many games?
Now there's 18. 17.
18. I mean, come on.
Sorry.
17. Nobody needs a fucking break here. Nobody. 17
No,
fucking
but
games.
you're crashing into guys.
Smoking that.
Yeah. Like
Tyson's for no round breaks in Boston as well.
Yeah.
Just let him go. If it's 14 rounds,
just go.
then let him go.
17
minutes.
games. You got to be kidding me. Fucking just
Yeah,
play the
but
fucking game.
there's
There's only
crashing-
30 minutes of action in football anyway.
Crashing into
Come on.
each other.
Yeah, they're crashing into each other for 30 minutes for 17 games. And then they fucking play a Super Bowl and then they celebrate.
You get patted up and you go let
That's the
some
thing. Get
400
batted up. Talk to me
guy-
about Aussie rules fucking rugby.
Oh my god. Yeah. And
Right.
That shit is
Those
fucking
guys are
ruthless.
maniacs.
I'm sure that guy, those guys dislocate their shoulders. They just use one of the opponents to reset it.
Yeah, but
And then
those
they
guys
keep
also
playing.
dribble when they fucking smile, man.
Yeah. Those guys are fucking monsters, man. So I mean, those guys need a fucking break.
Those guys
17
are
games.
crazy.
Christ.
They're
I
crazy.
can't imagine being a fan of like, oh fuck, 17 games a year. I get to watch 18 if they go to the fucking playoff or whatever, 20 if they go to the fucking playoffs in the Super Bowl. Like, it's just not enough games.
It's so many games, and it's amazing. Shut your stupid face.
I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I think 162 is too many, and I think 17 is too small.
I like. See, and this is why I love baseball, and also why I was so pissed about this fucking start extra innings with a fucking runner on second bullshit nonsense.
Oh
that
yeah,
they stuck in last year during COVID when no one was watching. Fucking, because I'm at work. I obviously have the game on, and I'm like, oh cool, like extra innings here, all right, and then it's like, oh, so yeah, as per last year's rule change, they'll be starting with a runner on second. I immediately looked at Kate. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? What? No, why?
I've seen that shit in international play
It's
with baseball. I don't know
because
how I
they're
feel
just
about
trying
it.
to move the game, they
Yeah.
want to move the game.
Well, it's because baseball is like, it's already a little bit, it drags on a little bit
But
sometimes.
that's the point. So that's what I was gonna say. Like, baseball by design is a slow sport.
Yeah.
It's chess. You're playing chess. Very thought. Like, you gotta be a smart cookie to be a good ball player.
Yeah.
Well, and you got to be, and a good.
People want fast. Go watch hockey. Hockey's a fast game.
Yeah.
Go watch hockey. Very quick.
I appreciate the managing in baseball because that guy's lineup, like his batting order and stuff is fine tuned for the opponent. Like, okay, and then the pitcher he's going to face and everything, and this, or who's hot and who's not, and that kind of thing, or who gets on base and who doesn't. And because you need guys on bags, and then you need guys that can bring those guys all the way around. And
yeah.
it's
hard to manage a fight. It's got to be really hard to manage a game. I mean, like a baseball game. There's so much with every pitch, every every movement. Oh, he's got his feet. Like, now he has his right foot over here. Now we got to do. Now we got to move all these guys over here. There's so much. Like, I love that for football and for baseball. I think that's why those are my two favorite sports: baseball and football. Because you got to set everything. Everything's so carefully planned out for an instant of action. And then you reset and you go back. Baseball by design is a slow sport. It's not meant to be fast.
Can you imagine baseball with fucking football media coverage? Yeesh.
Oh, we'll see. So I guarantee you, because one of my big hangups with hockey and why I can't stand to watch for so long is because it's so overanalyzed in this country. It doesn't matter the time of year. It could be spring, summer, fall, winter. It's too much hockey. I feel if I lived in the States, I'd feel the same way about football. If I lived in the States, I'd probably be a bigger hockey fan.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like football. I'd be like, fuck, shut up. It's fucking the summer. Season's over. We're not talking about it. I don't care.
You'd be somewhere in fucking Tennessee, and there'd be like a or not a TSN. What's the equivalent? ESPN fucking newscast about a fucking 16-year-old in high school who's fucking flunked his math quiz, and now he can't play fucking quarterback for the fucking high school team or something. You're like, what the fuck? This is too much.
I think it was like the last Olympics that they had hockey. Maybe it was the World Championship. But they were getting together and they were doing like ball hockey. And this was like the big ball hockey sesh. And they're all standing around in shorts and fucking tennis shoes. I'm like, what? You're making me hate hockey with all this shit. I don't give a fuck about fucking they're playing ball hockey. Give me my life to the game. Don't give me this bullshit. Oh, well, Sidney Crosby sneezed. More on that to come. Like, I'm like, nah.
Dude, well, I think it's because you're probably a Maple Leafs fan too. They're like, Austin Matthews, different mustache style, yay or nay? Like.
I do come from a horrible media market.
Yeah, like they analyze that shit. There was when Austin Matthews came to the league, I was watching fucking Sports Center or fucking TSN or something, and no fucking shit, there was a highlight of him stick handling in practice.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I have no time for that. I have no
Are
time.
you fucking kidding? It's like, check out these moves of Austin Matthews in practice today. And he's like, like, if he can pull that shit off in the game tonight, the opponent stands no chance. It's like, no kidding. No kidding. They stand no chance. There's nobody there.
Why the fuck did we get shut out last night?
The only other people on the ice are his own team. They're not going to take the puck away. They're saying things like, "Go Austin, way to be." They're not trying to take the puck away.
I was trying to explain Toronto sports fans to a buddy at work, and I'm just like, dude, we are the fucking weirdest group of fucking idiots that we're the worst sport. So I always go to this. It was like a few years ago. The Leafs were doing so bad that for some reason people were bringing Eggo waffles and throwing them on the ice.
What a waste of Eggo waffles.
He's like, why? I'm like, I don't fucking know, because it's the Leafs. I don't fucking why. You know what? We pay too much to go to a Leafs game, and if they start doing shitty, and it's like the springtime, like now, we start cheering for the Jays.
Yeah.
At the Leafs game, we start go Jays, go chants. And then at Jays games, we do the same. We start chanting for the Leafs when the Jays are shitting the bed. We are the fucking most ass backwards fans.
Dude, it can't be easy to be a professional athlete in Toronto unless you're winning. If you're winning, it must be the best place on earth to be.
Yeah.
To be the best place in the world to be. There'd be fucking fans just fucking buying you shit, and you're like, well, look, I'm the fucking multimillionaire. Maybe I should be buying you things. Like, no. Let me buy you a beer. Let me buy you a beer.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right, no. You know what? That when McDavid first came to Edmonton too, I remember watching a game, and in the fucking bottom corner, like a little picture in play, was with a fucking Sportsnet label, McDavid Cam. And it was just following him around, and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" I was
McDavid.
I'm an Oilers fan. I'm watching this game to watch McDavid, and I'm pissed off about that being on the screen.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know who's gonna? No one's gonna take us fucking seriously when they see this shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody. And then I mean, honest to God, it had his fucking kilometers per hour, I'm pretty sure, in it too, which is kind of neat to see. But man, oh man, McDavid Cam, his shift length, fucking Jesus Christ.
Too much.
That's too much.
Saturation.
That is too much. I agree. Just let us watch the fucking game.
It's the hockey hour. It's hockey talk for an hour.
You know what? I love that shit. I listen to all the podcasts, I listen to everything. But I don't know. I don't like to do it right now. It's just fucking pissing me off now. I listen to the old
Connor McDavid throwing his elbow around there a little bit. He's starting to get a little.
You know what? I couldn't help it.
Fucking time.
Twitter hucked a replay at me with that, and I went, "Fuck yeah, he did." And then I just glazed over it after that. I didn't give a shit.
Steve McKinnon.
Yeah.
Steve McKinnon the other night threw his fucking helmet.
I did see that too.
Throws a helmet.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Right on. Good for him. I don't care.
Bryce Harper should give him a call.
Fucking
for a helmet properly.
Look, we all know corrupt refs are fucking doing everything they can to fuck that up. So whatever. Fuck them. Throw an elbow.
Tyson.
Yeah, man.
Tyson doesn't even like hockey anymore. It's ruined for him.
Fucking throw an elbow. I don't give a fuck. I saw the replay. I didn't see the game. I don't even know if they won or lost the game. I have no idea. I just know that he threw an elbow, and I thought that was awesome.
I think that's McDavid being like, I don't want, I'll do whatever. If I got to get suspended for a couple games and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's the nation's sweetheart, and it's he's not going to get suspended. It's just fuck.
He has got suspended before. I'm pretty sure. He got suspended. And the worst part is I'm pretty sure, because the NHL and the referees are fucking corrupt as fuck, I'm pretty sure he got suspended for doing something like the game after something like that got done to him, and there was not even a fucking call on the ice. So I mean, I think it was like a knee on knee or something.
Oh yeah,
it was a headshot, and it was a headshot, and he got it fucking basically the same thing. Like a hit just ran up the shoulder and hit him in the head. Yeah. And McDavid laid a hit, ran up the shoulder, hit the other guy in the head. McDavid got fucking 2 games.
Yeah, I remember
And I
that.
remember just
What did
losing
mother
my
think,
fucking
man?
marbles on Twitter about it. Just fucking corrupt motherfucker. I was just losing my mind. One of the reasons I had to get rid of that fucking thing. God damn it.
Look at
The
how
hockey
happy
players,
you
I
are.
always think about the mothers. What does the mother think?
Yeah. What is
Probably
the mother thing?
devastated.
Oh yeah, it's fuck. A lot of shit, and like all those injuries too, like baseball too, with like just like I don't know if there's a lot of. I mean, I've seen some shit in baseball like that Odor and Batista fucking fight where Odor just fucking cranked Batista in the face.
Yep.
That was fucking epic. I mean, that kind of shit. I just wish like a basketball game or like a fucking soccer game would just break out in one of this, just like a barbarian.
Let me introduce you to a guy called Ron Artest.
Ron Artest.
You want to see some basketball?
Yeah, before he was Meta World Peace.
Yeah,
He was going up into the stands, fucking doing a good.
Oh man, that's just good stuff. That's just entertainment. You know,
who's that fucking guy on the Boston Bruins that goes up into the crowd like back in like the 70s?
it was like
a fucking analyst. Or
Yeah.
now, like
yeah.
I don't know. That's
I don't
fucking
know.
great.
there's that classic video. He's like in his skates beating the guy with his loafer. That's Ron Artest. Only he's more of a choker than he is
Yeah. Oh yeah.
fucking wacky with his shoe.
I got recommended some video on YouTube, so I watched it. It was like soccer fan watches fucking the best hockey fights of all time or something. And he's this guy. He's like he's never watched fucking too much hockey in his life. You can see him. He's watching on the screen, and he's like, "Wait a minute, do they have their heights and weights displayed?" Yeah, they do. As they're going at it, they put their heights and weights, and now the announcers are talking about it like it's a boxing match. And I think I'm watching hockey, but I'm not too sure what's going on. And
Holy hell!
yeah, he's just like, what the fuck? What is this sport? And it's like, oh yeah, he won. He's just telling me that he won 3 of his last 5 bouts. What am I watching? I mean, I don't know. It's because I was raised on the hockey that kind of stuff entertains me. Like that Mike Smith waiting at center ice to throw down with Cam Talbot. I don't know. It's pure entertainment. And to say otherwise is just wrong, because the headlines and the people talking about it after that game was fucking probably the only game that got broadcast in the United States from Canada that week. You know?
Do you know what oh man. One of my all-time favorite rivalries in sports was Colorado and Detroit.
Oh,
back in like the fucking late 90s.
I remember that.
You and Chris Draper.
Fuck.
Oh, you just knew. You knew it was going to be a bloodbath. You knew it was going to be a bloodbath. And it was. They 100% delivered.
They did. That was that series, that playoffs was a battle. And Claude Lemieux was a lot like Matt Tkachuk. He'd fucking just do a bunch of cheap, dirty shit and then fucking cower behind somebody else. He'd just fucking hide like a scared little baby behind somebody. He'd be on the ice fucking holding his own head. You know, it's fucking guy. Jesus.
Because I remember when he was on Jersey and he had like Scott Stevens, like, you know, like you knew Scott Stevens was going to be all up in somebody's business.
You don't fuck with New Jersey when Scott Stevens plays.
There was a great fucking one of those Don Cherry Rock'em Sock'ems, and there's like a close up of Scott Stevens like on like the side of like the bench, and he's going to some whoever like do your chin strap up because you're next. I'm coming for you. Do your chin strap up. It's like
awesome.
He's like my height. Like he's gonna kill you. He's going to kill his own team to get to you. Like, he will go through people. Oh. Fuck. Scott Stevens.
Hall of Famer Scott Stevens.
Fuck yeah, dude. He's a good-looking cat, too.
Yeah, I can't believe he's Hall of Famer, man.
Fights he got into. Like,
I like him. I like Scott Stevens.
Dude, there is there's just so much, man. So much in hockey is just so fun and so good. And I that like I'm just too close to it.
If you were to make the playoffs, are you jumping back on the horse thing?
No, because it will be bad luck. Because if they make
you're Billy Bean over there, eh?
Oh man, yeah. I think it's just bad news. If I start watching, like I don't even want to watch the game. Like if they win the cup, I'll watch the replay. Because I know it's already happened and I can't, but like it could happen. I'll watch the replay, like the NHL refs corrupt. They'll find something. They'll call the game back make them replay it, lose,
Oh my
and then
Wow.
Turns out Connor McDavid's skate lace was offside.
yeah,
So
it's an illegal curve, PEDs, all kinds of shit going on. It's fucking
not a good hockey goal, guys.
yeah, not a good hockey goal.
Awesome.
Did you see that fucking goal I put on Twitter with a fucking? It was the Flames, the Winnipeg guy fucking kicked it in. It was called a good goal.
Oh, yeah. That was
It's
Yeah.
NHL refs they're
Yeah.
fucking corrupt.
They're so
there's
bad.
a scandal
Is it
going on
corruption,
proving
or
it.
is it just like they're just that inept? Because there's some
That was-
umpires in baseball where you're like,
It's both.
this isn't a bad
There's
umpire.
no
He's
way.
just not smart.
There's no way.
He's just not
Look,
smart.
the rule is a distinct kicking motion. If it's an obvious kicking motion, it's no goal. It's that simple. It's not fucking rocket surgery. You don't need 7 replays. You don't need a fucking different angle. You look at his foot. It was like, and it did a little kick.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
He
fucking no goal.
literally, in true kicking fashion, put his leg out, extended it.
Yeah, his knee
That's-
did
I
it.
don't know what you think this is. Where I come from, it's a kick.
Yeah, just ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It's just they're so, man. It's just it happens in every sport though. It's the problem. The officials, like the soccer officials, it's all the fucking same. Like, and then the problem you see in soccer is like, because they call so much bullshit, everybody goes down. If anyone goes near somebody, like I was watching Bundesliga and the guy's hand came up and hit the other guy in the head like that, and the guy went down. And the medic came out and the guy was kicking his legs on the ground like he fucking got a fucking broken arm or something. And the medic came out and like squirted some water in his eye and he was like blinking and like, oh God, my eye. Like,
Oh my God.
You're fine, man. You're gonna be fine.
I honestly,
Get the fuck up. What are you doing? You know?
I'm shocked you still watch European football.
Look,
man.
I find fault in it for sure.
No, but I just can't see you tolerating the theatrical bullshit.
I know. I have to really just kind of go, okay, it's part of the game. It's how they do it.
Watch women's soccer, man. Women's soccer is where it's at.
Women's, man, yeah.
I'm sure they're tougher than the dudes that play.
They're
No
way,
flop, man. They don't fucking flop.
Yeah, they don't flop around.
There's this video on, I think it was on Twitter. I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but it's like this Twitter video of this women's soccer player, and she's like on the ground and she's covered in blood, like her face is fucked, mangled. And then you see this side by side video of like these two male soccer players on the bench, and one of the soccer players rubs the guy's knee, like rubs it, and the guy soccer player is like, ow, my knee, what are you doing? Meanwhile, this woman's soccer player just gets up off the field with her bloody, mangled face.
Dude, I saw a similar thing.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, right.
I saw a similar thing with the European football and the hockey. It was like a huge hit in hockey, and the guy just got up and kept playing.
Yeah.
And then in football, it was like the guy flicked the other guy's ear, and he's like, "Oh!" And he fucking goes down, and he's fucking holding his whole head like he got a
They're
concussion.
selling death.
Holy fuck, man.
Especially
Yeah.
the NBA too, man.
Oh man,
It's like,
Jesus
dude, were you
Christ.
someone there with a shotgun? Like, what happened to you?
Like,
Yeah.
I can't figure out if I'd sell my dignity for fucking 800 grand a week. I can't figure out if I would, because if I got flicked
I
in the
wouldn't
ear, I
swap.
think I'd just look at the guy and go, "What the fuck," and then just get on with my fucking football life.
Yeah.
But like,
My
you know, if,
natural reaction to like getting bumped, my natural reaction probably wouldn't be to sell like I just got hit with.
Yeah, you
like,
keep your
a
feet
bowling
moving,
ball.
right?
I'd be
Like,
like,
the only
what the
time-
fuck are you doing?
the only
And then I'd
time
be like,
you're
oh,
hit,
wait, no, I'm supposed to be dead.
the only
but-
time you're hitting the dirt is if you have no choice. Like, you know,
Yeah,
if your feet are actually, if it's legitimate, like, yeah, that was legit. They took my feet out before the ball.
I wonder if that is something that's taught to like European
Guaranteed.
football players in like the
Guaranteed.
development. They're taught to flop. You think so?
You see somebody's running behind you trying to get the ball,
Yeah.
and they stick their foot anywhere near your feet, you just fall down
You're taught to drop
because
yeah.
you get a free
Oh,
kick from
fuck
there.
no.
You get a free kick.
Yeah.
So I guarantee it is. It's part of the game. It's like, yeah, it's part of the game. It's just the way it is, and it drives me a little bit crazy, but it's
Yeah.
better than the Oilers drive me crazy.
Would you flop for $800,000? No, I don't think I will.
Thanks, Cap.
Ah,
All right,
Oh,
let's put that question out there to the universe and to anyone who's listening.
yeah.
Would you sell your dignity out and flop for $800,000 a week? I sure as shit. I think I would. If the coach was like, for $800,000 a week, you got to just fall down like you got shot. If someone gets near your feet, I'd probably go, okay.
I'd probably do it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
800.
I would tell them yes, but I'd be like, it might not look good.
Yeah.
If I get bucked, this is on you.
Yeah, it's not going to be very good. I'm not a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say I'll try, but I'll try to try.
Someone trips Daniels and then he's like stumbles a bit, regains composure, runs 2 more feet, and then just goes, "Bah!" and then falls down and fucking flies around holding his fucking knee.
It's either going to be the greatest sell ever, or I'm going to be top 5 in like the all-time bloopers, like at the end of every year.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, look at this jackass. Got hit in the ankle, grabbed his elbow or something, you know.
would
And
be
then-
baseball player.
and then-
Aaron Daniels.
And then when the ref comes, he grabbed the other elbow because he forgot which one was supposed to be hurt.
Oh, man.
Yeah, fucking sports, man. Gotta love them.
Sports.
Yeah.
Yep. Sports
yeah.
fun.
I just want to give a couple of shout outs to some video games before we end this fucker. I've been talking with our good buddy at Squeed.
Oh, nice.
He turned me on to a game called Habroxia,
Mhm.
and it's an old school Space Invaders kind of Galaga kind of game.
Mhm.
Excellent. If you see it on, I think it's on PS4, pick it
Okay.
up. So
Okay.
it's a ton of fun. Habroxia, I think I'm playing Habroxia 2.
Nice.
I think I paid $8. If it's anywhere in there on the PS store, pick it up.
Sweet.
Okay. Okay. What's the other game?
Cuphead we were playing.
Oh, Cuphead is rad. I fucking love Cuphead.
Cuphead is hard as fuck.
It's super hard, but it's so rad. It's really hard.
Man. It was controller rage, smash, kind of.
Did you
hard.
play it? Did you play it on your PC or you played it on PS?
Switch?
Oh, you played it on Switch. Yeah,
Yep.
I have it on PC. It's so fucking hard.
It's so fucking hard.
Yeah, it's so hard, but I love it. It's so hard.
Yeah, it's a really cool game with like the 1930s style animation of everything,
Yeah,
and
totally.
yeah, and the other one I played. I think I've already talked about this. I played Celeste. Excellent game.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Fucking phenomenal platform puzzler.
Nice.
Just controls very tight. Story excellent.
Yeah.
Level design amazing.
Cool.
Everything is just beautiful about it. So
Good.
yeah, great games, great pixel art games I've been playing, and
Nice.
like I've been talking with Squeed about like these kind of games.
Oh, nice. So those
Sweet.
are the recommendations our week then.
I
Those
guess
two
so.
games. Those two games. Yeah.
Celeste and Habroxia 2 and Cuphead, I guess.
Yes, those are awesome, excellent games. And the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is rad. Y'all should watch it.
You should watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And
If you
and
love-
the League.
and the League and legit.
Yeah. And legit
And
if
if
you
you-
can find it.
If you like fucking just serious rad as fuck action, watch Winter Soldier. That's exactly what it is.
And if you like floppy, whiny bullshit, watch European football.
Watch European football.
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been episode 58
Yes, sir.
of the Wheels Blues podcast.
Awesome.
I'm at Tin Can Blues. You can find me at Tin Can Blues on Twitter and Instagram, and our Wheels Blues podcast website is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/my site. I didn't take a breath, but you know what I mean. And our Instagram is Wheels Blues Podcast.
I'm at Mighty Wheels, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Justin Reeler, and Mighty Wheels. You can find our Wheels Blues Podcast Facebook page, and please follow, subscribe, rate us 5 stars.
And I am at Eric _83, and I'd like to thank my lovely wife for coming on the show. And yeah, if I can just leave you with one thing, it would be, hey America, simmer the fuck down there. All right, you're
God
freaking
damn
us
it.
out up here. Simmer down, boys. All right, we're coming down there. Just break it up.
Okay, well, whoa. Like they should simmer down, but I don't think we should go down there. That's a step I'm not willing to go with you right now.
I'm getting so frustrated with them. I'm about ready to roll up my sleeves and fucking turn this car right around. We're going back to Winnipeg.
Nice.
Fucking simmer down there, America.
All right. See you next week, folks.
Bye.
Bye.